Yo, what up, people? It's your boy ThaLiveKing coming at you with a quick video. And before I get to the gameplay, um, I've been doing some experiments with NBA Live 19 over the last couple of weeks, and I've come to the conclusion that this game plays, like, in terms of player movement, this game plays the best on pro level. Now, all the other EA Sports games I usually play on Pro because they have features where you can make, well, I'm mainly talking about NHL because they have a setting where you can upscale the CPU's difficulty rather than the overall difficulty level. So if you like the way a game plays on Pro, if you like the way the game plays on All-Star or Superstar, and say you're playing on Superstar and you don't think Superstar is hard enough, you can actually upscale the CPU difficulty on Superstar, so you can play Superstar in the NHL. And FIFA, they have a world class difficulty, which was good last year. It's not as good this year for some reason, but that's my point. Like, but in terms of NBA Live, I've been playing on All-Star. A lot of you guys know I play on All-Star. I don't play on Superstar because it's nothing but cheese. But what I did was I like the way how the game plays on Pro. If you play the live events, if you play World Tour and stuff like that, and you feel the Pro difficulty level, the Pro difficulty level is the normal level. So when you see normal in a live event or whatever, that's Pro difficulty. So if you like the way the game plays in the live events compared to other modes, that's the reason why. So the only downside with playing on Pro and NBA Live is that the CPU is like garbage, right? The CPU is so easy to beat. Like, you can literally beat the computer by like 200 points if you want to. So what I did was I had it on 85 and I slowed it down to 83. I might even just put it back on 80 because I don't know, this is like a game changer for me. So as you can see, everything is pretty much the same. I have fatigue on, injuries on. I always have auto subs and timeouts off. But what I did was, these are my sliders for the Pro difficulty level, and you're going to notice that a lot of my shooting is down, 30s, 40s, free throw shooting is at 40, post shooting is 50. Like, a lot of the shooting stuff I turned them down because you'll literally shoot like 80% if you don't turn them down. So this is just for the user. So I'm going to scroll down. I turned all the collisions up. Trust me, you're going to want to turn all the collisions up for this one. It actually looks like NBA Live 16. Now, a lot of the gameplay that I'm going to post, you'll see a lot of the stuff. All you got to do is analyze the gameplay, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I might turn down shots off the dribble because it might still be a bit easy to hit those. But like I said, some of the games that I've been playing in this mode, not in this mode, but on the Pro difficulty level with these sliders, I've been shooting in the 40s. There's one game I shot like 51%, and the CPU shot like 40-something%. So as long as it's around that range, like, I think it's fine. And the games have been pretty close. So shot contest impact, I turned it up. Shot blocking, I still have it at 30 because I feel that, I don't want too many blocks. You can always tinker with them. But if you're going to use my settings, like, this is the base, what you're going to start with. I'm still working on jostle versus blow by. I might turn them up to 20 just to see, because it might be a bit easy to blow past a defender. But like I said, the way the gameplay moves in Pro, you can get back to your spot and still challenge shots. So you can still get good contested shots at the rim, and it doesn't feel like the game is taken over. And another thing about Pro, I don't feel that I don't feel a lot of the canned animations in the game. I don't know if they updated the game and they fix some stuff within that that part of the game. But one thing I've noticed since I've turned down the Jostle vs Blowby or Pro, like it's just been a smooth transition between offense and defense, and it actually looks like real NBA basketball. So I got a couple of gameplay videos that's coming. The Paul George one that's already uploaded, you can definitely see. I kind of like wrecked the computer in that one because Paul George was going crazy. So that was during a time where I was actually tweaking with the sliders. But I'm like, let me make a highlight video. So now we're gonna get to the CPU sliders, and you're gonna be shocked when you see them. Now you're gonna see a lot of the CPU shootings is at 90. The reason why you would have them at 90 is because you have to give the CPU confidence. Because if the CPU, if you have it on just 50 or regular or whatever you have it at right now, the CPU will miss like makeable shots. So there was a game where I played the Warriors, and to start off the game, Kevin Durant was just going off on my team. Like, he was literally unstoppable. So you have to use your timeouts and stuff like that. And you kind of slow him down a little bit, depending on which team you're using or which defender you have on him. And, I actually did slow him down a little bit. But as soon as the fourth quarter came, like, Kevin Durant and Steph Curry were in straight up takeover mode. So one thing I like about Pro compared to Superstar or All-Star is that the players actually play to their strength. Like if you're playing with the Lakers, like LeBron James the offense will literally run through LeBron James every time down the floor. And, if he goes out, the team might struggle a little bit, but the third quarter, fourth quarter comes, like the other teammates and stuff get involved. So I just gotta find a way to tinker with some of the, the Jostle vs Blowby stuff, and just to see about the fouling. I've been getting a lot of foul calls. I've been averaging like 21 free throws a game. Oh, and steal sliders. You have to make sure steal sliders is up, right? I might even turn it up to 70. But a lot of the stuff for the CPU, you have to turn them up. Offensive rebounding, I'm still tinkering with it because the CPU still gets offensive rebounds. But like I said, even though they get the offensive rebound, you can still contest the shot at the rim. The game feels so much better on Pro. Like, I'm not even, like, it's mind-blowing the difference, right? Because there was a game, the reason why I turned it down, I'll give you the story. Let me go down all the way, yeah. So the reason why I turned it down to Pro is because there was a game that I was playing on All-Star. This was like last week, and the game was close. And literally the game just started acting up, and I felt like I had to force myself to play against, I think it was either the warping in the game, and there was some frame rate issues going on at the last minute. And my guy, I couldn't even get like a decent shot out for nothing. Like, it was so bad. Like, I don't know what they do under the hood for Superstar and All-Star, but when the game is close, for some reason the game starts acting up, and it makes it harder for you to win. But if you look at the end of this game that I'm posting between Miami and the LA Clippers, I actually get the last shot. And just watch the execution. Watch how I execute that last play. And that's something that I had an issue with while playing on All-Star, because sometimes you will feel that you're stuck in the animation, the warping would just grab you and you feel like you can't move. But on Pro difficulty, you don't have that issue, right? That's why I turned up all the offensive air collisions and all these things. That's why I turned them all up, because you still feel that hit, but you don't feel stuck. And if somehow EA can, or the devs of NBA Live can figure out how to get this type of gameplay on the higher levels, but just make the CPU smarter rather than cheese, man, and then you add a lot more sets and a lot more movements and more complex plays and stuff like that, man, the gameplay would rival 2K. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about when the gameplay, when I show the gameplay. So, and I wouldn't be making a video if this wasn't legit, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and waste time and, you know, clickbait and say, oh, this is what you have to do to make sure you're getting. No, that's not me. I don't do stuff like that. Anytime I experiment with the game, I always make sure that it's thorough and it's something that you know, that I can present to people that are looking for a better experience offline. So, and like I said, I feel that this is the way to go, because when I play NHL, I always play on pro, and I always scale it up. And I actually had some good games. I've lost some games, and I don't get mad. Like, I'm not playing the game. I'm not fighting with the game. I'm just trying to execute, right? Like, there's a couple of games that I've played with these settings that I've lost. So, this is legit. If you're looking for a new experience with NBA Live with great player movement, like, you have to try this. And another thing before I go, because I didn't want this video to be that long. When I was playing FIFA last week too, I posted a video on Twitter and I was like, look at the freedom of movement. And like, you should see how the offensive players was just, you know, passing the ball and, you know, just running around the field, and there was no canned animations, no nothing. I'm like, it's the same animation technology that they use for NBA Live, so I'm like, why doesn't it play like that? And then I kind of figure out this is what I should try. So, and this is what I'm trying, and it's actually legit. So, but before I go, if you feel that you're hitting too many shots, just play the whole game out. And if you feel that the game is too easy, all you got to do is turn down the user sliders, right? And if the CPU is exploiting something, just turn it down, maybe a 1 notch. Just don't turn anything up on your on your shooting. Don't turn anything up to give you more of an advantage. Give the CPU more of an advantage, because on pro, like I said, on pro difficulty, it's easy for you to kill the computer on this level. So just make the CPU harder to play, and then you'll see what I'm talking about with the gameplay. And then you'll be like, man, this is how NBA Live 20 gotta play out of the box, right? Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Any questions, you guys can always comment in the section below, and I always have conversations down there. So let me know what you guys think. Enjoy the gameplay. Sorry for making this video long, but you know, I had to explain it. Yeah. But like I said, the Jostle vs. Blowby, I have it at 10. I might not turn it up to 20 for both user and CPU to see how it goes, but the gameplay that you're seeing, this is what the slider set is. There's been no adjustment since then. Alright, I'm out. Peace.
The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Dragic with it. His guys now down by a point. Waiters goes to the left side. Fires the three, and he hits.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Going to launch beyond the arc, off the iron, no good. Dragic into the front court. 2-point advantage. Waiters to Dragic. Here comes the screen. Dragic. And he'll head to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming...
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's LA Clippers ball. Williams on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Gilgeous-Alexander. Has a look. The screen sets him up for two.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Dragic with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Williams. And count the basket.
And when a player's running at you full speed and he takes those steps, there's no way you can defend it.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic to Waiters. Probing the defense. Waiters to Dragic. Over to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching this shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. LA with 4 to shoot. To Williams. Trying to cash in. Williams' shot won't go. Dragic with it. Up by 3. Screen coming. Shot clock winding down. Dragic has a chance. And it's rebounded by Green. Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked loose. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. It'll stay Clipper basketball. Williams. On the Heat right there to take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Dion Waiters powers it through.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, Coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw, good. Converts on the three-point play. And the margin is down to 2. He'd have the basketball. From the outside, no good. Williams across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Won't go down. Goran Dragic. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious.
Both squads set to make some moves right now. Beverly to Williams. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you.
Goes 2 for 2. It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic lets it fly from long range. Buries the wide open 3. Beyond the arc for 3. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
And the reality is that good.
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. It's Wade. Oh, he had it. Williams into the front court. His group now down 2. Beverly lets it fly from beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Screen coming. Dwayne Wade. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Williams. Oh, had him going there for a second. The drive, right to the basket. Slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beverly to Williams. For 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lays it up and in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
The drive, right to the basket. Richardson. To Wade. 5 to shoot for Miami. Wade. That no good. Off the mark. Williams across the timeline. His guys now trailing by a point. Oh, he had him there for a second. A shot no good there by Williams.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. Dwayne Wade goes to the right side. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often. Now the Clippers call a timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. That misses with a second to go. The Heat with the victory as they win this one by 3. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
I got a confession. I possess the God particle, lock me up for possession. The relationship with God should be great for proper protection. If I am to show and prove, ain't no need to ask me no question. The segregation real, you should probably stay in your section.